education. Importance of education. Yes. Yeah, yeah. You can be the director, editor, choreographer, and Radhe, Radhe to all viewers. Sorry for disturbance, dear students. Actually, I wasn't here. That's why I couldn't be live. So let's start the class with the holy mantra as you all chant. Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Hare Paramatmane.
Hare Paramatmane.
Pranatah Kleshanashaya.
Pranatah Kleshanashaya.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Kagre Vaste Lakshmihi.
Kagre Vaste Lakshmi.
Karmadhe Saraswati.
Karmadhe Saraswati.
Karmule tu Govindaha.
Karmule tu Govinda.
Prabhate Kardarshanam.
Prabhate Kardarshanam.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Shyam. Sit down. So dear viewers, today we are going to have a wonderful group discussion on a very serious topic, and the topic is climate change, Jalvayu Parivartan, climate change and its effect. So we are going to discuss this topic, and dear students, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's start the discussion. You have to make a circle and let's start the discussion. I want all of you to express your views on this serious topic. At least one or 2 points, all of you must speak. Wow, we have 12 viewers here. Welcome all of you. Please guys, sit down, settle down faster. Don't waste the time. Do like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel for improving your communication skills. Wow, we have now 15 viewers. 15 people are watching you all here. So who wants to start this wonderful group discussion, climate change? Amit, come there. Amit, why are you sitting there? You sit on that chair. Okay. Yeah, fine. So let's start. Anurag, Radhe, Radhe. Who wants to start? Okay, Vijay. Do you want to start? Start. Climate change.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Good morning, all
Vijay.
present here.
Good morning.
Well, I'm Vijay, and today we are gathered here to discuss about climate change. And firstly, I would like to thanks my GDO sir who gave us the topic, warning topic. So shall we start now?
Oh, sure,
So
sure.
I wanna ask firstly the about this weather question about this climate weather. So I want to ask the questions, Aryan. So could you tell our opinion?
As Vijay Bhaiya mentioned, our topic is today the climate change. So he just want to ask a question: what is a climate change? So I have an opinion about a climate change. Climate change is the uncertainty of the weather that happen because of there were many interruption of human activities and natural changes like that. Take an example of industrialization, deforestation. Somewhere uh, the it affect the seasons that came in the year, at certain time it will change its duration, and it affect the it affect it affect the earth's temperature. That's my opinion.
Very good.
Anyone
Very
would like
nice.
to share your opinion?
In this time, summer is going on at least uh, 8 months in a year, whole year, and rainy 2 months, and winter is 2 months. But how when how can I how it's very difficult for human being. uh, that's why we have to, as Iron Bhaiya mentioned, trees are trees are cut, and trees are cut, and deforestation is
Is
going
taking
on.
place. Yes.
That's why it's it's solve its solution is we planted trees. Otherwise we can't live all in earth. We can't we can't live in earth at most after 20 years. That's
Yes.
my
Okay.
We will take this
So,
one.
firstly, we have to, as Aryan mentioned, I'm also add further what is climate change. Climate change is a changing of weather in very long period, changing of weather in very long period by human interruption and other things. Like if we call changing in weather, what caused in changing of weather, what affect the changing of weather, like our temperature going on, temperature day by day increasing, iceberg melting, ocean level high ocean level, it just ruin our earth very badly. A few year later, we used fossil fuel very less quantity, in very less quantity, but the consumption of fossil fuel are increasing day by day. We overuse this. Like we just if we ask in our daily life, how can we affect, how can our affect in society, our affect in climate change. Like we on the tube light, we on the light, and we think okay, it's not bad for us, let it be, we don't have to off this. So it's not for only do you your affection, but it affect badly because in India also the energy made by coal consumption. So it's not good for our society, because it's also increase air pollution and such other things. So my opinion is this. And
First of all, thank you to receive her express her opinion to on about the climate change. And my opinion about the climate change, increasing the temperature of climate, the causes of global warming, and the increase the of sea level increase, and other are effect on the increasing of temperature and other things. So that's why we are manage our in climates to we are efforts to create our environment safety, and make efforts to do something about our climates. Thank you.
Just because of climate change, what we see that many species are not facing extinction, right? Disappear from this planet.
like sparrow, crow,
Yeah, you see,
migrated birds.
yeah, 2G, 5G network, and now they are hell bent on 60, 70, 80. Yes, there should be really, it must stop. It must stop, otherwise,
But China
human will become the cause of food destruction.
China
We see
made
coming.
a dashboard of 10
Yes, that is right.
Like Bablu said, global warming is because our humans' responsibilities having global warming. Climate scientists have showed the humans are responsible for virtually all global heating over the last 200 years. And human activity like the ones mentioned above are causing greenhouse gases and that are warming the world faster than at any time at the least the last 2000 years, in my opinion.
One more thing, you see this because of this you know global this particular increasing of temperature. You also see that cancer is becoming a common disease.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Right?
Attack is also.
skin cancer.
Yes, where people are losing their life. Yes. Continue. I keep expressing my views.
Okay, I would like to say that about the place where we lived. I am talking about Sydney. You can see the example of global warming here because today I read the newspaper and I found that in our state, Sydney is the hottest place in our MP.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Sydney is the hottest place in our MP.
Yeah, sir. Yesterday, I feel someone put me in fire.
Yeah, when we go
Yeah.
outside, it's really.
Yeah, when you
We are in a front of fire. We feel we are front in a fire.
And I would like to also add my opinions about really what is the climate change. The major side effect that we see right now is heat wave, and it was a major cause, that is the heat wave from by the heat that is increasing, that are trapped in the earth. There were many problems arises that you mentioned earlier, uh, rising in sea level, and that somewhere people have a confusion. Somewhere heat is increasing and somewhere the sea level, how can sea level rises? I think all of you know how sea level rises
Yes.
of it increases heating because that DC mentioned melting of icebergs, because 97 around 97 our land, our earth is made of 70% with water, 71% and 21% land. 71% water is not in liquid form. Somewhere it uh, concentrated, it is the form of, it is the form of solid ice. When heat is trapped by the global warming, in global warming there is a gas, greenhouse gases like a nitrous oxide, methane and carbon dioxide. They trap the heat and increase the earth temperature, and these ice that is concentrated, that is in the solid form, is starting to melting, and then it increases rising in the sea level. If we're talking about, if take the example of the coastal areas of our India southern state, there were many states are just, many states are around these sea levels. When the sea levels rise, these states will be sink down. Yeah,
Facing threats, global
yeah.
warming threats.
I'm done. Would you like? I want to know others' opinion about.
Shana, what do you like to do? What's your no?
So we think about and we say about why it's too much hot, why climate change, but we don't think why it's happening. Just because of humans, they need to plant, but they cut plants. That's why it's happening. It's big issue.
And if you can't plant the trees, you have no right to cut.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have no right to cut.
Yeah.
And one more thing I want to mention here, you see that there are many, mega meetings are taking place in world level, right? A lot of countries gather and just, sit together. They just talk talks. We will do this, we will do that, but nothing is done on ground, right? Nothing is done on ground. I'm not talking about India, I'm talking about world level. When a country like America says that we should, decrease pollution and kind of thing, and country like India say that give us uranium, right? So that we stop using coal. But they, on the one hand, say that we have to do this, on the other hand, they themselves don't give us. They don't give us. So how will we get rid of it, right? Earlier you became rich. Now you don't want other countries to grow. This is not good. You just give them alternatives because you're superpowers. They're not giving. So they will have to come with concrete plans, not just speeches. They make big speeches, tall speeches. That's it. Right? We will do this. We will do that. Nothing. They're not doing anything on ground. Yes.
Usage of plastic. Okay, as Aryan mentioned earlier, heat wave. Do you know what is heat wave? Okay, heat wave. Okay, heat wave is a warm air. Yeah, I read somewhere in this year heat wave are in Pacific Ocean. Uh, he In Pacific Ocean this year, very big storm are going to affect our land like China, India, Australia, Pakistan, because because the vaporization of Pacific Ocean very high. Its quantity of very high because of sun. We are in at this year. We are we are very near of the sun, because do you know it's affect our environment so much. Not only that, like we cutting tree and we using fossil fuel, it's happening, it's play major role in climate change. But also the structure, the duration of day and night, the distance between sun and earth, it's also depend upon, it's also affect our climate, and also warm our earth. On or One question I have: do you know what is greenhouse? Yeah, greenhouse is a word term to a house, a home, in winter or in cold region. There the no flora and fauna, because there is no vegetation. Like if some plant have some plant grow in such particular temperature like 25 to above, and in cold region there is a less heat. So we made the glass house and grow inside. The plant grow inside, and heat are captured by glass. So heat wave enters into glass and not going outside. It's known as greenhouse effect. Also in our earth there is an atmosphere, many layer are there. So heat wave are coming, but they're not going outside. That's why our temperature is day by day go increasing, because at night infrared wave are coming, or at day there is a long wave or short wave are going outside, but long wave trapped inside, and they day by day warm our earth. So it's my opinion about this. Air conditioners are also responsible. Yeah, refrigerator, CFC, and plastic waste. Plastic waste also. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you speak. We human beings are killing a lot of species. Seriously, I saw one carcass of a dead, animal there at Navia ground, full of plastic bags. Plastic bags, full of polythenes and plastic. Almost 10 kg, 12 kg of plastic. I also inside of this stomach of that particular animal. How been done by but people throw with plastic. Uh, People throw food. There must be ban on all these things strictly, right? We people can also play very vital role. We must go to market with a bag, right? Bag, and we discourage them to give the vegetables on quality. I would from the sense that you mentioned that there were many meetings were held related to climate change. I know I did somewhere in 2013 there were a meeting held at the World Level in which more than 150 more than 150 countries came there and discussed about how can we control the climate change. Because after the starting of industrialization, many human activities and environment activities realized somewhere our climate is gradually
doing. That's why when people realized, they were organized a meeting at the World Labour and also decided every country have to reduce their carbon reduction according to 40 to 45% and gave a timeline of 2025. But when we reading the data of 2025, we didn't see anything that is reduced. In spite of reduction, it will increase. Yes. And I also read the one statement of Donald Trump, the president of America. And he said in his statement, there is no climate change. Everything is going good. We only have to do our technology advance, our country stronger. If president of the strongest nation of today said like that, how can be the climate control? How can be the change in the climate control can be possible? It's not possible.
Selfishness
Yeah.
and expansionist mentality, they control creating problems.
in his Donald Trump controlled in his country climate control, but in other like India and Pakistan, other small countries, he never give to oh, never give chance to control the climate change. This is my point.
But one more important thing you can see that already we are facing, this change in climate, and some countries are, just bombarding other countries. That is also raising temperature of the air. Right? Russia-Ukraine war, and there Israel-Hamas going on, right? Those 10, 20 kgs of bombs, right, which explode, they
China and Taliban.
essentially create a kind of
I also add a topic. It's a very big topic, I think. People earlier and today, and I think in future, also talk like this. In Diwali, why we use crackers? Yeah, it's a big topic. It plays major role in our country because the metropolitan country like Mumbai, Hyderabad, Delhi, they faced air pollution. Air pollution is very big problem. So I say that also the crackers affect animals too much. So I say that Lord Rama didn't say use cracker.
Yeah.
I think do you listen with the Lord Rama?
No.
No. He didn't say use
There
cracker.
will not like that time.
yeah, but one thing I just want to tell you that okay, let's let them play crackers. They just play crackers once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once a year. How can playing crackers of one day, affect next 364 days?
Yes,
But the thing is that we don't do anything on the ground,
your
right?
opinion is also right, but I say in like scientific. Do you know Diwali happened in winter. In winter, our climate are cold. In cold, the wind pressure, and also the particle are gathered near to the earth surface. That's why the fog. That's why the
Mist.
what it is
Mist.
mist are present there. They don't go every side.
Yeah.
That's why it's a major problem. In winter, not in summer, because in summer the part you see the cloud because of the particle and the water vapor gather into some height. But in winter, it affects a lot ground level in ground level. It's a good like it's a
I haven't been
not
speaking.
good burning cracker, but it's good celebrate your day with happiness, joy, and do other things. There are many other things, a lot of things like we distribute sweets to others and other things. Do you know what I am saying there? Okay. Okay. So everyone has mentioned there how it is a effect. So let's think about it. How can we improve? At least we can improve. So in my opinion, like sir mentioned earlier we had 3G 4G, and now we got 5G. Maybe after some times we'll get 6G. So the problem of radiation, it is also affect the when it spread, many words are dying. And the problem of cancer, because who lives with the near to network, they'll must get after 5 6 years they'll get cancer. So that is the also problem, because it is spreading in a very we can say high level. And the second problem is, we can improve, we should plant the trees how much we can. So that is my point. At least we can't plant trees, so we shouldn't cut them.
I'm totally agree with you, Adu. Then what about the government of Hyderabad? I think all of you guys recently, there were the deforestation at massive level. The the animals,
Flood took place
yeah.
in Hyderabad. Flood took place. There was cloud burst
Oh,
last year.
and they are
Within
doing
2 hours, there was flood-like situation. A lot of people lost their lives and houses were totally, submerged, right, with water on.
right now. They didn't realize the conditions of animal. After some time, they become himself animal. They will understand. One thing Sivadu mentioned, how will can improve the climate change. Recently, I read the newspaper 3 4 days ago. Uh, all of you know the Delhi condition about air pollution. I think the government had taken a charge and passed one policy, because the major reason of the air pollution in Delhi was the burning of Pareli. So burning up Pareli around the near, yeah. So government had taken a step, and he passed a new policy, where they gave to 1500 rupees per acre if you don't burn up Pareli. 1500 rupees per acre of the farmers. That is the, you can say that one new movement started
Now
the
the
government.
government will be completely, responsible if they can't remove it. Why?
Yeah.
Because their neighboring, most of the neighboring states belong to this the ruling party, and they are also, in the government, and soon they are going to be in their particular municipal corporation as well. They are going to be in election this month. By
Yeah.
the end of next month, there will be elections, and they have at central as well. They have their own government. Now, despite having all these, big rural side, if you don't stop it, so obviously you'll be
Yeah.
accountable for that.
Okay. Why haven't we?
You want to say something?
Anything?
One more important, guys. Have you seen the kind of, change in the climate during COVID? Right?
Yeah. One thing I want to say. Yeah.
Animals were roaming in cities. A lot of videos we saw, right, where elephants, lions were roaming in cities, and the nature was taking its shape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when COVID came, then lots of people sit and in at home.
People of metropolitan cities.
And noise pollution as well. Because noise and air pollution as well. Because of vehicles. Because vehicles, when they are going and spreading noise.
Yep.
Yeah, in Ganga also see that always.
Yeah. People of Delhi also said they able to saw the stars in the sky after a long time. Yeah.
Over 40 50 years.
Yeah. Children didn't saw the stars of the that cities. Yeah, it was happening.
Okay. Okay.
It's a code now somewhere.
Yeah, amazing.
You,
Population.
yeah.
India is very overcrowded. Yes, overcrowded, sir.
and and say industrialization during the time of COVID, the industrialization was also stopped.
Yeah, yeah.
For some time it stopped. The world has been stopped to growing for the advancement. They just focus on their health, they just focus on the environment. That's why it works.
There should be an international body which, can force this country to stop.
Yeah.
Right? You must have
No,
heard,
I
no, because
I
They have
just
no control, yeah. They have no control. They some countries have veto power. They can use their veto.
yeah.
And, like China. Yeah, they are allowing other particular, their favorable nations to do what they want to do. Right? When country like India goes with that banning that cluster Taiwan, other terrorists, so what they China, they use veto against India. Yeah, and they just say that we can't ban them just because they are enemies of India, one particular country. But they don't know that terrorists have no particular boundaries. They can go to any
And we are
particular country and create problems there. Right? Yes, and I want to say. I am able to understand about 30 to 40%. What you even saying here.
yeah.
In my opinion, climate change is a very serious problem. It is causing many disasters like food, waste, and rising sea level. I believe we need to take action now to protect our planet and future generations. That's my opinion. COVID is one of signs, right? That if you cross the limit, then you
Nature will cross you.
You have to take the rest. We have to do like sustainable development. Listen, people who preach, right? People who preach that working practice and all. I just think that one day. But what about the air conditioning that you pay, use for
Regularly.
365 days?
Yeah.
What about that? Everybody knows chlorofluorocarbon
Carbon.
is released from air, which is very, dangerous for this environment, right? Yeah. Which yes, it is widening that hole of ozone layer,
Yeah.
which is causing cancer. So why should we think of it as well? That if you talk about this thing, so why shouldn't you come forward and take a step that I will use air conditioner? Right? In one building, we see 500, 600 air conditioners. What about that?
Yeah, sir, as Rishi Bhaiya said, people's not use in Diwali only Diwali crackers. People people's used crackers in whole event like a marriage,
Then they'll get
it's- and birthday and lots of small events is also it's not a it's a bigger issue in our society. As I am imagine after listening to you all, India is developing now. So there are many factories they are taking place, and so that also affect very badly in a very bad way. And like country like America, they are also developed, so they also affect India. I think is like that country is also in the earth. So if they affect our neighboring country affect, so it will be also affect. Okay.
And last,
I would like to
Sunday,
put
Prime
something.
Minister mentioned in his Man Ki Baat that here people are talking about, or the nations are talking about other particular things like, plastic waste and all.
Yeah.
And after 2 3 months, when they become old, we throw them. And it takes a lot of time to decompose. What about that? Yeah, so like I think I have known IIT professor.
Yeah, you told me.
I told him like one day IIT professor of IIT post his picture on social media. Their socks cut somewhere. So they are the part of jokes. Some people comment in this picture. You are IIT. You are the professor of IIT. You don't have such amount of money to buy a new song. Their mindset and their thinking level are very good. They just think that if I buy a new song and I drop this stock, so I invest my effort in for consumption, for making carbon, for if I buy a stock, so I can I must
I must, what is it? I must should no. How much per hour? We are
Encouraging.
Yeah, we are encouraging the carbon because
Emission,
the
yeah.
in factory are socks made by textile.
Yeah.
And for give them shape, for give it shape. We use a lot of machine work on the energy and energy where energy is produced by burning of coal, burning of fossil fuels. So it happening like this. And as one time I also heard the atomic energy because if our country are developing, but I think our country people realizing the effect of climate change. So